show us the edge. Yes. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, done seen the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning, time to come up and bring out the alcohol. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love, do you want it all? This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show them the proof, show them the it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Up your biggest lead of the game there at the end. Your guys are coming, of course, Jose Alvarado. What enabled you to score so much and put distance between yourselves and this Trailblazers team there finally at the end?
My teammates definitely got me to my spot, so I was able to knock it down, trust my work, trust all the things I've been doing in the gym. I mean, it's been a long time coming. I've been struggling a little bit, and I know that. I've been trying to be better, and hopefully it's the start of something new.
Yeah, you're right. You're always a presence, but in 2 out of your last 3, it was single-digit scoring. What was different tonight? Could you tell something about your rhythm or about your shot selection?
No, I just think that last game left a bad taste in my mouth, and I definitely want to get this one a lot. Once again, I just want to credit my teammates as well as Coach Green for putting me in the right spots in order to do that.
It is such a close-knit group. We love watching y'all. Defensively, you wanted to come out and set the tone after last night's game. How would you evaluate the defensive effort tonight?
I mean, it was great. They had 84 points. I mean, we had 93, but, hey, I think 84 points can win you a game in the NBA.
A W's a W at the end of the day.
A win is a win. Thank you.
You got one of your buddies back, one of your good friends, Najee Marshall. He's been out for a couple games with back spasms, double-digit scoring for the bench. How important, impactful was he tonight?
Najee hit 2 big shots in the fourth that really propelled us into this win. And, he's a key piece to this team. We love him to death. And, he just brings that energy to our team.
Trade deadline's passed. Everybody can breathe a sigh of relief now. What do you think is in store for this team down the stretch after the All-Star break?
We're trying to play until June. That's our goal. We're trying to play until June.
I love it. Trey, thanks for your time. Congrats tonight.
Thank you.
Guys.
Great. All right. Shout out to the fam. For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Postgame Report, man. The Pels get the W, man, tonight in a bounce-back victory against the Portland Trail Blazers, 93-84, man. Pelicans improved to 31-22 on the win, man. So shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all being here for this episode of the Pelican Postgame Report. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. We up in this thing. Pelicans rebound with the victory. Let's hear from Coach Willie. This is a quick one, fam. We're going to hear from Coach Willie right quick with his thoughts on the game. Here we go.
Single digit scoring 2 of the past 3. Tonight, your leading scorer. Could you tell a difference? What got him into a rhythm?
He looked like himself tonight, and his energy was good. He was sound defensively, contesting shots, rebounding the ball, and it was good to see Trey make shots, and that's what he's capable of doing. When he hits shots, he makes it extremely difficult on any opponent.
You got Najee back tonight. What does he mean to your bench?
Najee was huge for us. Big plays defensively. He hit some big shots towards the end of the game, and it's good to get another one of our perimeter 3-and-D guys back on the floor. So having Dice out tonight, Najee was a huge help. Okay, thank you.
All right, I told you it was a quick one, man. They got to get on that plane to get their ass out of town, man. So big ups to the fam. Appreciate y'all being in the stream. We got Lexxah DC in the building as well. Much love to the fam. Pelicans bounce back with the victory. DC and Lex, welcome into the stream. Let's kind of talk about this breakdown this game. Pelicans getting back on the right side of things. It wasn't exactly a pretty matchup, but ultimately the Pelicans did put it together in the back end to be able to push through and ultimately slide out of Portland with a victory on the back end, man. It was a little too close for comfort at times, but sometimes we're not going to always get those clear-cut victories. A lot of mistakes in this game, but they ultimately were able to get the victory. We're going to bring them in. DC, Lex, y'all feel free to chime in. Let me know what y'all thought about the Pelicans rebound win back-to-back. They lost to the Lakers Friday. They returned Saturday with Portland and able to get it. Give me y'all analysis on it, DC. We'll start with you, sir.
Good win. A win is a win. Like my man Jay Black said in the chat, be happy to get the dub. No Zion tonight, no Dice. Guys stepped in, Trey stepped in the starting lineup, led the team in scoring. You had a great defensive effort, although no scoring from CJ McCullough, as well as Jose. Najee came in, did his thing. It just eked out a win, man, against a team that they should win against. So it wasn't nothing, I guess I saw that was extremely impressive to me. I thought maybe we probably, should have put up more points, took some better shot selection, but ultimately they walked away with the W, man. So gotta be happy with that. But going into playing Memphis, you like to see a better showing. Obviously Zion will be back. And really we need to get that 3 ball going a little better, man. They got 10 of them tonight. Almost took 30. So you can appreciate that. But with the unit that they had, Zion not playing, I thought they did okay. So it's like a C game for me, but they're playing the Portland Trailblazers. Supposed to get the dub, and they did.
Hey, Lex, how you doing tonight? Lex? All right, Lex. She's still muted. Lex, there she goes.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on, everybody?
All right, Lex, what's
up? We got the dub tonight. Lex, how you feel about it?
This game was ugly, but it's back in the win column. Definitely, I would loved it, to come out with a better showing, obviously, but they got in the win column. I'm glad that Trey had a bounce back game. He really needed to bounce back. He did well against the Clippers, and we thought, with that game that would help get him out of his rut. But then, the Lakers game, it wasn't so great. Like, he wasn't completely out of it. But just to bounce back and have a solid performance, it was very much needed. Najee, he did his thing. He had a few threes that that looked kind of interesting, but they went in. So, just immediately coming back from injury, I'm glad that he was able to really contribute. I was actually surprised to see Matt Ryan on tonight. I don't know how she actually played, but it was good to see him out there, especially since, I guess he's been healthy for the last couple of weeks or something. And we're just now seeing him. So that was good to see. Glad, Baby Ray Allen came out and got in the game. I don't think his performance was the greatest, but at least he got in there, right?
That's right. He got in there for 14 minutes, no points, but couple 3 rebounds and assists. So yeah, he did get some action. 14 minutes.
Okay. No, not the greatest games by obviously CJ and BI, but you know, they gave just enough. And really this the whole performance overall, it was just enough. You know, it's not really something to jump up and down about, but you know, again, you know, it was an ugly game, and that's the thing to really take away from this game.
All right, thank you, Lex. Let me stat prattle if you don't mind, y'all. The Pelicans tonight, 36 of 76, 47.4% from the field. They were 2 of 27 from downtown for a 37% flat. The Trailblazers were 6 of 21 from downtown, 28.6%. Pelicans did get 16 attempts at the foul line. They were 11 of 16 for just under 69%. They finished with 36 rebounds versus the Blazers 42 in the matchup. Assist-wise, Pelicans had 27 assists in the matchup, 9 steals, 6 blocks, and 12 turnovers there. So outside of that, you know, like you said, you spoke about it, Lex, and wasn't, you know, we get these games. We'll get the really nice confidence building wins where you're proud of them. And then you'll get some of these wins where it's, you know, they just eke by or they do just enough to win. And it hits a little bit different, but like Jay Black and several other family members say in the chat, a win's a win. You know, I can't disagree with that logic, man. You know, we get the W. I just showed the standings there. Well, the Pelicans are tied with the Suns there in terms of them being ranked, what was it, in the 7th position right there. They're 31 and 22, same as the Suns, as you can see. And you see it's still a 5.5 games or behind the lead for what the Timberwolves are posting, and that's the same as what the Kings have, even though the Kings have one less loss than we have. So we play this just right, and perhaps the Kings and the Suns struggle a bit. You know, they lost to Golden State tonight by 1. If they struggle a bit and the Pelicans can able to close out with a 3-game winning streak, we might be able to kind of climb into that 5th position. You know, it's very close. And anyway, individually speaking, 24 points for Trey Murphy in 30 minutes. He was 7 of 10 from the field today for the Pelicans, or tonight rather. He finished 24 points, 5 boards in the game, and a couple of blocks. 17 from BI in 36 minutes of action. He had 9 assists to go along with that. 14 from Herb, and Herb was doing some stuff out there. 14 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals in 37 minutes of action. 16 from Big V with 9 rebounds and an assist to him today. 8 points from CJ McCollum on 2 of 14 shooting from the field. He was a ghastly 1 of 9 from downtown, but CJ was out there. He got a block. He was hustling. He got a steal. He had several assists, 3 rebounds. So whatever he was lacking offensively, he turned it up defensively. And in the matchup, off the bench, 10 from Najee Marshall, which was really big for the Pels. You talked about that, Lex. DC, 18 minutes, 4 or 5 shooting from the field. He was perfect from downtown. And you're right, he hit one of them.
Yeah, two of them threes. I don't think we ever gonna see him hit again.
No, bro, that first 3-pointer, bro, was just straight up a Hail Mary toss, man. That was I'm glad it went in, you dig. But yeah, that was that. We needed those 3-pointers at that point. We really needed that to happen for him. So shout out to Najee. Or he's had some good defensive plays as well. And of course, you look at the Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant led them with 24 points, 18 from Ayton with 17 rebounds. He was trying to get involved. I guess, you know, he was feeling pretty good out there. It just wasn't enough. The Pelicans were able to push past him. So anybody want to chime in before we get ready to go to the next one?
Next one. You got something to say, Lex? I guess Lex agrees.
We good.
Okay, cool.
Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm trying to clear my throat.
That's all right, Lex.
I ate some hot chips. It's got me kind of jacked up. I'm coughing in the background. That's why I had to unmute.
All right, so here we go. Let's move to the next matchup here. If I can find a damn screen, where is it? Oh, there it is. All right, so yeah, Pelicans. Bam, we got a next one up against the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are a awful team. They're currently on the
I think the
8.
matchup indicator is not for gambling purpose this time, Lex.
They're pretty bad. 18 and 35 of the, and that's no indication that they're not turn in a good effort against the Pelicans. You know how those games are, but they're currently on an 8-game losing streak. They have a lot of people out for this matchup here. This will be a Monday game at 7 p.m. So we kind of get back to our little normal time frame in terms of when our game happened for Central Time. But we'll see exactly what goes on here. DC alluded to the matchup indicator. But like I said, this Grizzly team, man, it's going to be a lot of these guys. I'm going to have to bring up the injury report and see it. But a lot of they're banged up pretty bad. But anyway, this is who we got coming up next. The Pelicans get a win. We need another one against this team, and I think this is the final game of the series. Yeah, it is. This is the last series of the Memphis Grizzlies series where the Pelicans can kind of close them out 3-1. So let's kind of jump right off into this preview for the Grizzlies matchup. Let's talk about it, Lex. We leading off with you. Give us a heads up what the Pelicans need to do to knock the Grizzlies down and get a dub.
Well, I do want to point something out first. The Grizzlies just signed someone. Y'all know who they just signed to a 2-way contract?
Who is it, Lex?
Trey Jemison.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. They just signed him.
And they got rid of Tillman, too. They traded Tillman away, so they really believe in Trey.
Yeah, I know. But the Pelicans didn't. You see where I'm getting at?
Yeah, we've seen that though.
We had a chance.
Well, sometimes we like developing players for other teams, Lex.
Yeah, like a rival team like Memphis, our little brothers, DC.
That's what DC says. They're the little brothers.
Yeah, they're the little brothers, right? DC, get quiet.
DC, you
Cat got your tongue. But yeah, that I don't like the fact that happened. Because I know we were in here talking about that we needed that shot blocker, that defensive guy, and Jemison was that guy, and he was cheap, and
we got Carlo Mekovic. We got Carlo Mekovic coming in here. Lex, with you.
Yeah, but Jemison's been here. He's been playing for the G League. He's been right next door. And we didn't try to give him a chance, like a 10-day contract or something. I don't know. Like call him up from the G League, give him a shot.
Yeah, I thought he looked pretty good in the summer league. I thought for sure he was going to get a 2-way spot, man.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we didn't even give him an opportunity, and
it might be holding out for Robbins. What's his name? Liam.
Yeah, but Liam ain't coming back this year though. Q, why not?
I mean, but DC, you like I said, they brought in Mekovic, so Mekovic might be a guy that they have.
I don't think Mekovic. I think it would have been more feasible probably for Trey Jemison to get some minutes than Mekovic. Mekovic, do that man even speak English?
Well, DC,
I ain't heard Mekovic say nothing yet. He gotta acclimate to getting over here.
Yeah, but DC, he can't be any worse than your guy. I mean, what's his
name?
But
I mean, even Didi played in the summer league, Q.
Yeah, but the only thing he ever said.
Then he went a long time before he got minutes. So I don't think we're gonna see Mekovic realistically getting any minutes.
But DC,
no time soon.
But the communication issue could be cured.
He got to play. He got to play in the.
If he's not known for his defense, he definitely ain't getting no clock.
Knowing Willie.
What? Yeah, you got to get past that dude first.
You got to get past Willie.
Man, I was really hoping that the Pels would give him a shot, man. I mean, everybody up in here has been talking about how we needed a big man, and this guy was cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we mentioned before, like, you know how Miami, they find gems, like those undrafted players. This dude could have been a gem for the Pelicans, but we'll never know that now because now he's with the little brothers now, right? So I was just, when I saw that, I was like, man, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I was. We talked about Trey Jemison when we seen him. We thought that the guy definitely had potential, but like I said, the Pelicans, man, you have an opportunity to get a 7-footer. I think he's 6'11", 7-foot, moves pretty well. He played well for us, enough for us to keep an eye on him, but to let Memphis get him is definitely a bit frustrating.
Yeah. It's awful, but I just wanted to point that out. I didn't know if you all knew that or not, but that's kind of that's unacceptable, especially when he was in our grasp and playing for the Pelicans G League team. So but other than that, with this Grizzlies team, obviously they have a lot of guys out, a lot of key guys. They haven't had the best year, but one thing about Memphis and their coaching staff, they know how to play the Pelicans. I think out of all the teams in the league, I feel like the Grizzlies know the Pelicans the best. The way that, they defend the Pelicans and, just how they really take away a lot of things. It seemed like, obviously I know Ja played in those games, as well as, Marcus Smart. But I don't know. I just feel like the game plan that they have for the Pelicans is very strong. And they found something and it works. Henceforth, they've gotten a lot of wins against us. So just the fact that they have a strong coaching staff that knows this team, we have to play this team like all their guys are there because these guys play very hard. They don't just call the Grizzlies the grindhouse for any reason. They really do grind. And I feel like, I kind of wish, the Pelicans would kind of adopt that a little bit more because they play really hungry. They play with a lot of energy. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, you have to match their energy. You either have to match it or exceed it. It has to be one of those two. You can't go through the motions. You can't do any of that. They got this guy, Gigi. He's an undrafted player. He's been playing very well. I mean, he's really been out there getting his, like, he's hungry. He's like, man, I'm not, basically he's playing for a contract. And let me tell you something, that dude is playing his butt off. These guys are balling. They with a lot of these guys, nothing is solidified. So they're really playing for something. Like literally, like, for their lives, like their line is on the line. It's not like, the Pels where, a lot of these guys on the Pels squad, they have guaranteed contracts. These guys don't. So they have more to play for. So you got to find it within yourself to, to come in with the right mentality and get after it, like immediately. Because if you let these guys stay in the game, and they've been in a lot of close games with good teams. And when I say good teams that are better than the Pels, they fight, man. They have a fight about them that's second to none. So that's the number one thing. And really, every time we play the Memphis Grizzlies, you can't let this team outplay you. You can't let them do that. If you let them do that, you give them more confidence, and you allow them to believe that they're gonna win, and they'll do that. They'll do just that. So got to come in with the right mentality, play with a lot of energy, play with the high intensity, be aggressive, be on the attack mode. You got to jump on them early, and then when you jump on them early, don't let your foot up off the gas, because the last couple of games they came back from being down double digits and they beat us, and it became a close game. So we lost those close games. That can't happen. We got to stay disciplined and consistent and finish the game. So that's the game plan right there on how to win.
All right, appreciate it, Lex. DC, your thoughts, sir?
Desmond Bain and Jared Jackson Jr., man, those are two guys we got to focus on. Pretty much limit their actions, as well as protect the ball. The last time we played Memphis, the last two games, we basically, you could look at both of those games and say we were supposed to win, and we kept fighting around down the stretch, man, and let Ja kill us.
DC, I think Bain's out for this game, bro.
So he's out?
I didn't know if he was healthy.
Bain is out for this one, man.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys out. Yeah,
they pretty banged. They pretty banged up. Well, in that case, Bain. I mean, you still can't let Jared Jackson Jr. kill you, because everything's gonna flow through him. Memphis is a better team than what we played tonight, even with all their people out, just because of their mentality. This is a team that's used to winning. They're not just gonna lay down. They ain't gonna. If you got an off night like we did tonight, we come in there playing sloppy and all of that, Memphis can beat you. This is a rivalry game as well. So, we got that little thing going on with them. Now it's almost like it's reversed, and we got to return the favor, because a lot of times when we played Memphis, when they were doing their thing, we were dealing with injuries. We'd either play them with just BI. Maybe had a game or two where we played them with just Zion and no BI. Or usually we played them without both of those guys. A lot of times we were able to play Memphis with Zion and BI. We fared pretty well. We will have Zion and BI suiting up against this version of the Memphis Grizzlies, who have no Ja, no Desmond Bain. So the tables have been turned, and we got to go out there and return the favor and kick their ass like they did us. Nobody cares that your stars ain't playing, and we got to have that mentality to go out there and kill them like we should, because when this happened to us, they ain't do us no favors. They ain't take it easy on us. They embarrassed us, as they should. If you're able to do it, this is a rivalry game. This is a team in your conference. You want to disable them as best as possible and kill their confidence as much as you can. This is a team you're going to play for years to come. And you want to go ahead and set the tone, man, and change the narratives and officially make them what I've been calling them, because as of late, prior to this year, Memphis has been, not looking like so much of a big brother. But when we didn't have those injuries, we were able to pretty much handle our business with Memphis. Now that the tables have turned, we got to go out there and show out. So I think this will be a great game for the Pels to kind of take things seriously and really, really heal from this Lakers loss we got again. Because the Blazers game, man, I felt like they did what I didn't want them to do, as they kind of sleptwalk through this game. They let the Blazers kind of hang around. Zion wasn't there, but still, CJ, Trey, BI, and Jonas, that's more than enough to put the Blazers away. But they were able to eke out that win, man. Going to play this Memphis team, I think I need to see the higher version of the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde Pelicans, as they're consistently inconsistent. I need to see a high side of the variation of that against the Memphis Grizzlies. So I'm looking forward to seeing a very good showing. Hopefully they show up with it on their mind, man, to go out there and basically play like they're playing a top tier opponent. I really think that's one of the next levels for the Pels of what they have to do if they want to consider themselves a contending team and play in June, and that is beat all sub 500 teams. And I'm gonna add a caveat to that: it's not good enough to beat them sub 500 teams. You need to have the game over by the beginning or at least the middle of the fourth quarter. They shouldn't even have a chance because you're way more talented. You're playing for something, and they not. Their season over.
Yeah, you ain't lying. That season definitely over, man. But yeah, I agree. Sub 500 teams. Pelicans supposed to be a team that's that needs to get into the playoff and have a deep playoff run. That's what we anticipate here. This is the idea of all of the talent that has been accumulated, the BI Zions of the world. The CJ was brought in, him and Larry to help kind of steady the room, solidify the team. We need to see results. They didn't make any trades at the deadline. They locked in with this team for the rest of the year. We need to see some results. So moving forward, the Pelicans do have a couple of games before the All-Star break. A couple of games against, like we just talked about, Memphis, and then the home matchup against the Toronto team. Where is it, Toronto or Washington? My bad. I think it's Washington that we're supposed to play. Hold on. Let me get my schedule up here so I can finish out here. I'll be getting them mixed up here, man. We got some craptastic teams that we face it off against. You won't talk about sub 500, man. We need to smack these teams down. Yeah, Memphis, Washington. Yeah, it's Memphis, then Washington. There you go. So 2-3 game winning streak before we hit the All-Star break. And who knows, one of these other teams that we're tied up with, as you can see, the Western Conference standings, somebody might slip and Pelicans might be able to climb, but having 33 wins at the break, at the All-Star break, is positive in my book. So anyway, shout out to the fam. Appreciate y'all for being here. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. By all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed, man. Pelicans handled the business tonight. We improved, man, 31-22 on the season. So as we get ready to leave, I'm gonna turn the floor over to Lex and DC for last thoughts before we end the stream. DC, no thoughts.
Oh, I thought Lex was going. I felt like I had just finished talking. But
You gonna promote your movie, or
no, it got pushed back, and if I say anything else, they threaten to sue me for some money because I've been participating on this show where they were showing movie trailers that they didn't approve of.
Such a liar.
So
right, DC.
nah, I ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey, so
What?
when you gonna make your appearance
Hey,
on the screen?
Valentine's Day.
People
Valentine's
haven't
Day.
seen you. You know what I'm saying? They haven't
Valentine's
seen
Day.
you. Show your face, make an appearance.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
Play a mean guitar too.
I heard it from the man himself.
He plays a mean. He can't sing worth the shit, but he can play a mean guitar. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, Big Q, you got a hell of a singing voice yourself.
Thank you, DC. Appreciate it.
Why don't you go ahead and hit a note for everybody?
They're not ready for that tonight. So let's just get you.
They're not ready for. Hold up, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna come back next time with some of your music and remind you.
What music?
Remind the family of how well you sing.
What music? What are you talking about, man? What music?
Next time.
Okay.
They're not ready for that, remember?
No, I said tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of late,
They're not ready for it. You just keep asking good questions in the press conference over there to Zion and all other players, okay?
I don't know who you're talking about, brother, but Lex, the floor is yours for last thoughts. DC is tripping. Any last thoughts before we end the stream?
Pelicans got to step it up. Just got to step it up, as a whole, man. I mean, We'll see how the rest of the season goes, but we definitely gotta step our game up, like levels with a Z at the end, not a S, up higher. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I did want to mention another thing. I know I mentioned Trey Jemison, but I did want to mention that it looks like the Mavs, they got Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington beefing up their front court, and they got them for a pretty good deal. So I'm kind of wondering, like, if they got especially Daniel Gafford, because I know that was one of the players that the Pelicans was looking at. Why couldn't they get him for a similar deal? You know what I'm saying? Because the Mavs did. But yeah,
I can tell you why, Lex.
Okay. Is
It's
this
because
like
we.
a one love type experience, Mama?
Nah, come on. We done moved on past that. See, me and you don't even have that type of relationship. I was
No,
popping that big Q. But
we ain't moving past that.
anyway, the Pelicans is cheap. That's why
I
we
mean,
ain't doing it.
but the Mavs got them for cheap. Like, I think it was
Nah,
for
it was the money
second
though,
round
because
picks.
it was the money. We didn't have a player to trade for Grant Williams, but we definitely could have got Gafford. If we would have been able to, we would have had to go in the luxury tax though, because I think they could have got Gafford without trading JV. So who are you gonna give up? We
I mean,
definitely you're
it's
not
the
giving up. You're gonna
Wizards.
give
The
up Dice
Wizards,
for
you know
Gafford.
what I'm saying?
You go
Like,
through all of these players, but the simplest thing would have been bring him on and pay the extra money. But are they looking at Gafford as being that guy that can put him over the top?
you know what? They already have what's his name? The big man from Duke. They got
Who?
him.
Derek
Oh,
Lively.
they got Lively. They got PJ
He Lively. They
Washington
got
and
Kleber.
Gafford.
They got
Man,
Powell. They got Gafford and PJ Washington. I mean, talk about that's a lot of beefness up in the front court, man.
you know why they're doing that, right, Lex?
Yeah, I know why they doing
I
it.
could think of a team that they're
That's
trying
why
to
I'm
prepare to.
upset. I mean, do you want to like? Are we understanding what's going on? Do we know what division the Mavs are in? Can you show that real quick, Big Q? Whose division are they in?
I sure can.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
it's
Like,
almost
yeah,
like somebody trying to construct a roster to beat a certain team.
yeah. But if you notice, man, I just feel like a lot of teams have been beefing up their front court, man. And it's not just for us, but obviously, Denver Nuggets are the defending champs. You know what I'm saying? So they probably thinking about Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all makes sense.
Nah, you do you really think they? Well, I guess yeah. You need a
Jokic
lot of
is tough
different
coverage.
variations of
So
big men
you're
with
throwing a lot
Jokic.
of bodies. The
Yeah,
same thing is who else are they throwing a lot of bodies at for our team? Hey,
yeah, man. Dallas
it's
is
tougher,
gonna be a
man.
problem, man.
We falling behind, man. If they beefing up in certain areas, it's like, okay, so you ain't gonna do nothing.
But they did lose a shooter, and Seth Curry. They had to give him up
They weren't even
for
playing
part of this
him.
deal.
They weren't playing him.
Yeah,
They wasn't
They
using.
weren't playing him.
so they're gonna get
TC.
all their threes from Kyrie, Luca, and Tim. Huh? Josh hit a few
Yeah,
of them here, and I guess PJ could hit a few of them too.
PJ Washington, yeah, he can hit some. And but I mean, the thing is that, and not only because you're talking about athleticism, defense,
And
and size.
PJ Washington is the cherry on top, though. The fact that they were able to get him for what
Yeah,
they gave up is like I'm
because it's
scratching my
like
head at that.
that's like that was leaps and bounds better than Grant Williams.
And that's all they
I'm like,
really
man,
gave up. They gave up Grant Williams and a
how
second
are they
round pick, right?
putting these pieces, man? Doc Ock, man, that dude can't negotiate. I think I'm convinced that he just can't negotiate, man. Because
think
it's
so.
like, how did they get these guys for just basically nothing? Like they actually got the better end of the stick.
Yeah, the
Well,
Pelicans was focused
we
on.
could have got him if
Yeah,
we
you,
didn't have the money though. Like, far as who we wanna, because Grant Williams, that's like a $50 million guy. So I mean, you want to trade Hurd for PJ Washington? Like, I don't think it really worked.
No,
DC.
I'm just saying, I'm not
They wasn't
saying like
focused
get
on. They
PJ
wasn't focused on
Washington.
bigs. It wasn't
Yeah,
focused
I'm
on.
just saying like I'm
Yeah,
looking at the deal. Look at what they got. It's not specifically the fact that they got him. I'm just looking at the fact that they got these
they got
guys, and it's
some.
like the other team, like they won the trade. They won those trades. They won the trade with the Wizards, and they won the trade with Charlotte. It's like we're not getting those type of deals. And I guess that's the thing that I'm trying to like figure out. Like,
I mean,
why
we won the CJ trade.
can't it's still up in the
So
air,
Josh, we
man.
gave Josh Hart. We gave basically Josh Hart and Lonzo Ball if you want to get away from all other minutia. And what I think a first and a second.
But how many years ago was that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
We ain't
years
had
ago.
a trade since.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you got to continue. Like, if you think about it, all like the teams, like the top seed teams. I mean, even OKC made a trade, man. Obviously, who are they? The Bucks, they made a trade. The 76ers, you know what I'm saying? Like these teams
Right.
are constantly trying to get better. Like, and they're already better. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they're
everybody went
still
and tried to
trying to
do something.
improve because they're trying to get aggressive. They're trying to be aggressive on winning. I mean, the Bucks, they knew that they needed help on their defense. And they was moving. They went and got Patrick Beverly because they needed a wing defender.
Mhm.
The 76ers, I mean, they got another point guard, and they got Buddy Hield, and they just signed Kyle Lowry today. You know what I'm saying? So you have a veteran and a champion in Kyle Lowry. You have another backup point guard in Campaign, and then you have a stud shooter in Buddy Hield. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what they had, and the 76ers have been playing well.
And Joel Embiid got hurt. They had to do something to keep afloat. But I think
But
the Pels' problem is our front office lacks creativity. Like
thank you.
they
Yeah,
they know
just like the coach.
we need to do something, right? But it's
They too
almost like
foolish.
we talked about last night with the indecision and
Yeah,
just not being
indecisive.
decisive.
Yeah.
Like they don't know what exactly they need to do.
And he said
When
that
that
too.
second paragraph said it all. Lexxah, remember we
Yeah.
both
I'm with you,
like
DC.
nobody knows when to pull the trigger. You
Yeah.
never really know when it's time. Like what the hell are you
They're
talking
not
about?
being proactive. And the thing is, if you're not being proactive, you're falling behind. Like the
Right.
game is constantly changing. Guys are, teams are constantly trying to evolve, trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's like, okay, we say that we're trying to win, but now the saying it has to match up to the actions, and they're not matching up. So it's like it makes you wonder, okay, well, are the Pelicans trying to win? What is the mindset of the front office? What is their goal for this team? Because we don't really know that. Because we all know, like, you can say one thing, but if the actions don't support what you're saying, then what you're saying is basically BS.
They just put themselves in a peculiar situation with the salary cap, right? that obviously limits some things they can do. But at the same time, just the indecision. It's almost being like I look at David Griffin of this team has had some really, really high moments followed by some really low moments. And something needs to be done. But it's almost like they're scared to pull the trigger and do the wrong thing. Like scared to mess up. And we've had some trades that have been good and we've had some that's been bad. Griffin, he's been like 50-50, to be honest. But the one thing I can say about him is he's able to orchestrate a trade. I think we could have got some of these players for similar, the similar price. But we don't have the creativity to try to solve our problems around our roster. And then we got this whole, in my opinion, I think they look at the type of guy they are, like the mentality, and we want to get guys that are nice, and
Yeah.
we need some more aggressive players. Not that our guys aren't aggressive, but you need somebody domineering or especially a big man like that. That's really what we need. We need a nasty big man.
We had that in Jemison. We let him go.
I don't know how nasty Jemison is, but I know he's an
But
athletic
we don't
big.
know. We
That's
don't
mobile.
know. We don't know, DC.
We
We
don't.
didn't
We gonna
try
find
it.
out. We're gonna find out on Monday.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
we
sure you're gonna
are.
get an opportunity
And you know
against us.
what? He's probably gonna show up. I bet you he's gonna show up and show out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's like, yeah, y'all had me and y'all didn't give me an opportunity. That's what happens. That's what happens. Just had him down there. It's like, dang, man, y'all ain't calling me up. I didn't have a good showing in Summer League. You couldn't give me just one shot? One? But yeah, like, should we look? We need to make a trade of we need to trade Griff for Sam Presti. Who's all in favor?
I'm in favor of almost any other person that
Okay.
just about, as long as they're competent.
Yeah, like
Honestly, I think a lot of the good ideas and good things we do come from Fraser Langdon and not him. I just think he takes credit for it.
I mean, well, he's giving them credit. The thing is, I mean, just this stuff all starts from the top. You can't be like, this is a business. You can't be skittish about this type stuff. You can't be, indecisive and just, scared to make moves and things, man. I think Mo said it best. He's like, you can't fall in love with the players. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like Michael Bivens. One thing he said on one of those shows for one of those music groups. He said, we don't love you. We got love for you, but we don't love you. And that's the same thing here. It's like, because it's a business. And that's basically what he was saying. Like you can't fall in love with these guys. You have to be bold enough to make moves, because the goal is what? Is to put together a winning team. But yeah, I'm looking at, just the moves that some of these teams made, and they look awfully good, man. They really do. They really do.
Yeah, we'll get a look at Dallas down the line, to be honest with you. But yeah, very interesting moves, man. I was looking at that trade. Those trades there, the Pelicans didn't do a damn thing. They felt like they had enough. So I know we know that the VP is Doc Ock, but our general manager is Trajan Langdon, and he didn't say anything about it. And it's very interesting because they went after Murray. I thought they would go. There's all this rumors about them looking at a rim protecting big that never materialized. and all of a sudden you start hearing them chasing down Murray from Atlanta, and then it fizzled out at the last minute. So nothing done for the Pelicans, and they have to work with what they have going into the season. So for the rest of the year. But anyway, with that being said, we're gonna get out on that. Listen, I'd like to thank all you guys for joining us here tonight for the Pelican Postgame Report. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, feel free to share the show on your social media feed. We up in this thing, PPR representing, man. And listen, we will return Monday. The Pelicans are back at it again. Final road matchup against these Memphis Grizzlies in their building. And then ultimately the Pelicans come home for one more game against the Wizards before they head into the All-Star break, man. So we'll be looking forward to the Pelicans closing out, getting to that All-Star break with a 3-game winning streak, man. Let's make it happen. All right, so anyway, with that being said, I'm going to get out on that. Appreciate all the family members for being in the stream. Much love to you guys. We're going to holler at you on the next one. Peace. Go Pels.
Show us the edge. The chip on the shoulders, the fight and the passion that comes from within. Whoa. Try to win on every level. Yeah. Expectations high. Gotta show them you can fly. Play harder, better, smarter. Baby, put the league on notice. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah. Whoa, and see the walk of shame enough. Wanna see the walk of winning time to come up and bring out the outlook. Don't every play, every possession. How bad you want it, love you want it all. This ain't a blood of love, built for something greater. Attacking all obstacles, coming for the ring, my precious. You got the juice, the will, the heart, the fire. Show them the proof, show them the it shall be done. Show me the edge, yeah, yeah, yeah. Play with the edge, yeah. Show me the edge, yeah.
You're listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who That and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who That in all of it. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform store where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. So check out the Pro Shop.